So these are your proposed changes, huh? I thought about doing a list like this myself just to bounce it off people and see what they think. I feel like there are a lot of people who will take what I say and treat it as law, and I don't want anyone to do that, partially because I'm not like, I'm not the end all be all in any sort of scenario. And also, if anyone does that and anyone else wants to fucking shoot them down, it'll go back to me. It's like I don't want to set anyone up to like fucking argue some bullshit that I don't even feel that strongly about. I will say right now that I think Season 1 Guile was near perfect, and the only things I think that were wrong were with Season 1 Guile. He did beat some characters kind of badly, but I think that was weaknesses of those characters rather than strengths of Guile. I feel like Guile was a fairly balanced character against almost everyone, and the only characters he beat, like they shouldn't have had such a problem dealing with defensive fireball characters. That was kind of a big problem with Season 1 in general, was that season defensive fireball characters were kind of strong. 6 hard kick make +4 on hit. That is a very nice balance between what we have in Season 1 and what we have in Season 2. That would enable links to crouch jab and crouch strong on counter hit only. That would be probably the most skill-based way they could do it. Like if they did back in Season 1 it was only look for the link to crouch jab if it's possible, and now it's always linked to crouch strong. So having two possible things that you can link to and choosing the correct one is probably the hardest one. I mean, that's not that it's really hard, but it's the hardest one for the guy doing it. To being optimized, and it would make crouch jab just 100% consistent. I would probably not do that. I would probably just literally I'd probably just make it +2 again, because it's already worth using because it's a throw bait. Like the fact that you can combo out of it on counter hit is like icing on the cake in my opinion. I don't think he really needs to link out of it at all. But like that's a lot more reserved than what he has. Considering he literally has the +6 towards hard kick, I feel like that's like a big step. Like that's a not, I don't know. Obviously like this is a nerf, but I feel like they could nerf it even further. Sonic Boom reduce advantage on block by 1 frame for each version. That's extremely passive. Like that doesn't do almost anything. I feel like that would be a fairly harmless nerf. The fact that Guile has such ridiculous corner pressure is like it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. I would approve this nerf in a heartbeat. Remove 4 light kick input from back short. Forces Guile to lose charge to safely approach the opponent. I don't know if I'd remove that. For one thing, I think one of the problems with Guile is that Guile almost never needs to approach. And for another thing, that's something that's been part of the meta of his character since literally Street Fighter 2. And I hate to say it, but I'd probably like sacrifice other components of his character to keep like the Street Fighter 2, because I think that's a really cool little part of Guile that you have to kind of weigh all these options against. I don't know, fuck. They could keep that back like, I mean, they could ditch that back leg kick and he wouldn't suffer that much. He would suffer quite a lot, not a whole lot. I feel like you would never ever use like towards leg kick at all if you couldn't keep charge during it. I feel like you would see it maybe in some resets. You'd maybe see like the EX boom back leg kick or towards leg kick, but even then you couldn't get the boom charge, so like it wouldn't be that good. I don't know if you could do like towards leg kick and then like reset them and then still do down strong fireball. I don't know about that. I feel like that would be a pretty big nerf. Or not a big nerf, but it would remove tactics rather than adding tactics. Back throw, remove Oki, sure. I don't mind that. Make them recover farther away. I don't mind that. He's got like a 1 frame throw loop or something. If they did anything to it, they would change it. Change V-trigger back to 3 bars. I don't have an opinion on that one. That one's hard to say. He still has the bullshit in the corner. It like almost does as much damage, honestly. So when he went to, he was already good enough. Like his V trigger is like as good as it was in Season 1. It's like very slightly worse, but it's 2 bars. Like they didn't really nerf it enough to justify the 2 bar lengths. 3 bars is kind of too much for Guile's trigger, and 2 bars is kind of too little. So I don't know. It's hard to say. If they could make like a 2.5 bar Guile V trigger, I feel like that would be the right amount. Too hard punch. Reduce upward hurt box. Make a more consistent anti-air. I agree with that. I actually agree with that. I think it should be a more consistent anti-air. That's a good change. I always complain that Urien has too easy a time landing crouch hard punch, but I feel like crouch hard punch, like as an A tier, crouch hard punch is actually a totally fine thing for him to land. 5 hard punch. Make the recovery 3 frames slower and do 3 frames more hits done. Make whiff punishing easier. Hold on, let me think about this. Okay, recovery 3 frames, so he's whiffing it longer, and it doesn't change anything when it hits. It's just that he whiffs it longer. I see. That's fine. It is kind of hard to whiff punish right now. Like, you have to hit it. It's kind of hard to whiff punish unless you're at a very specific range. It's kind of... In Street Fighter 3, it was fairly easy to hit it with a low. Like, if you were watching for it and he whiffed it. And it is good for him to whiff because, you know, if he... It gets counter hits rather easily in that game. And it also gets counter hits rather easily in this game. So being able to hang at a range where he's incentivized to push it, and then being able to poke him if he pushes it and it doesn't work, that would be, like, fine. Also, the 5 hard punch change makes it -4, which I forgot to note. Oh, that's right. You didn't change block stun with this change. Only hit stun. Okay, so -4 on block stun hard punch. That's fine. If you're connecting that from far away, which is where you're going to be landing at 90% of the time, then -4 is like totally harmless. The only thing that would change is make it like punishable by Laura's super, which like literally doesn't matter. 5 hard punch. Make CC a crumple fast enough for the opponent to be technically airborne before Urien can attack. Reduces CC damage, and makes dash-ins do little damage. Oh, you're just removing the crush counter. You're just killing it. You're making it so it's a crush counter, but like you just have to like tackle them or something. Even if they're airborne, Crouch Fierce will actually still work by the way his Crouch Fierce works right now. So that change won't affect that change won't affect the nerf. I feel like there needs to be a fat nerf to his damage off of a crush counter stand hard punch, and that's not the change. It needs to be like it needs to be dash in is like plus. It needs to be crush counter stand fierce, dash in, crouch fierce is like +5 or +6. I think that's the correct way to do it. And then crouch fierce won't link, and then like he's still got other links he can do. Like he can still do like low strong, stand short, or fucking I don't know, stand strong, low strong. 5 hard no 5 hard punch charge makes a slower crumple so you can hit a crouch fierce. Okay, so you only want it there. It's tricky because a charged 5 hard punch won't punish things like I think a Urien whiffed or a Urien EX headbutt or like a lot of whiff DPs or like a Chun EX bird. I think 5 hard punch is too slow. So like that one actually they need to make like unsafe attacks more unsafe if you want that to be like 100% consistent. 5 hard punch charge. Make +2 on block. Make his pressure worse off this move. I would not be opposed to that. I don't like the plus frames on charged hard kick, but I like the plus frames on charged hard punch. I feel like that's an okay thing to have a lot of plus frames. Charged 5 hard punch. Because like hard kick you'd already do anyway because it's an overhead you can link out of. It doesn't need to be plus on block to make it useful. So I don't know why it's as plus on block as it is, especially considering it's an overhead. But like charged 5 hard punch, I'm not. I mean, I see you still got it plus, but like it can be plus anything, and I don't think it's broken. 5 hard kick charge, make +6 on hit, reduces damage off a successful connect to this move. So you're saying only link low strong. I'm in agreement. I agree with that change. I think this is a good change. I feel like it's insane that like I don't know. I feel like his punish combo should just be like jump hard kick, crouch hard punch. The fact that like he barely loses any damage for a dizzy doing a combo like that versus charged hard kick. But the fact that charged hard kick is like a mix-up when you've got the mirror up. I mean, maybe not a mix-up if you react, but just like he's got like 2 overheads he can do and lows, and it's just like they're safe. And, you know, that's too much to think about. I don't like that he can just get like his literal max damage combos off a charged 5 hard kick. But like I kind of like that change. I think this is pretty good. 2 medium kick, make -2 on block. Absurd pressure from quarter screen is ability to pseudo safely auto space tackles. I do not like that. I do not like how easy it is to like. I don't like that tackle counter hits like buttons instead of the other way around. I feel like you should be able to counter hit a tackle with like putting a meaty button out there. It's like way too easy to like for like it's so hard to hit an incoming tackle, and he can just do crouch medium kick, tackle, crouch medium kick, crouch medium tackle. I agree with that. I feel like well, I don't know if this is necessarily the change to make to fix that. I would probably change his tackles rather than the crouch medium kick. But this is fine. -2 on block. Just I don't know, some way that he can't just like do it like that. Quick question regarding Oro juggles. Is it possible to do first hit? Um, Technically, I think you have to use hard for that combo, but you wouldn't do that combo anyway. Same medium punch into medium Oniyama is kind of garbage. It gets a fake connect of the medium Oniyama, which does like no damage. Just medium Oniyama by itself literally does more damage than medium punch into medium Oniyama. So like the basic combo you always see is the ideal combo to go for. EX 4-6 kick, so that's chariot tackle. Make -2 on block. Yes, -2 is the correct number. It should not be 0. Especially not, well, I mean, it's not so bad because he's a 4-frame character, not a 3-frame character, but it should not be 0. It should absolutely not be 0. I don't know why the fuck they made it, like, 0. It, like, creates a big divide between the characters who have 3-frame buttons and the characters who don't have 3-frame buttons. And especially, like, certain characters, their 3-frame buttons won't even hit Urien from, like, certain ranges that he can use it, which is really dumb. Like, every move like EX Tackle. EX people would still throw out EX Tackle like crazy because it goes really far and it's really fast and it does okay damage. Every move like EX Tackle, like Chun-Li's EX Legs or fucking Juri's EX, Fuha Renkyaku, and I guess Balrog's EX Low Dash Punch, and I guess not his normal Dash Punch, normal EX Dash Punch. Most attacks that are like quick advancing safe are like -2. Like almost all of them. Of the EX, safe EX advancing moves. And for some reason Urien just like passed on that one. Ryu's jab needs to get buffed and so does his short. Those were like really important. I don't know why they made them shitty. 2-6 hard kick. Reduce damage on all versions except EX by 20. So that's knee drop. Makes his corner combo less brainless. Oh, so you're saying keep the corner combo, but make knee drop do less damage. That's fine. I'd probably remove the knee drop combo if it was me, because it's like he shouldn't be able to do shit like that. But if you want to like keep it and make it weaker, that's a-okay. So because of scaling, this is only going to reduce the damage by like 17 or something like that. No, I forget. 16. It can't be 17. 16 sounds right. Third hit of the combo is the knee drop. Increase juggle potential to JP5. This encourages more creative mirror juggles. Neat! I like that one. That's fun. That's a fun change. 6 medium punch, hard punch. Reduce forward hitbox on second hit. Force Urien to use target combos close range where he can be more easily punished. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I see. So you want it to be like Guile. You want it to be like Guile, low forward towards strong. You want it so that he has to be close range in order to even go for the TC. I understand this one exactly, and I'm okay with it. This is a good change. It also won't affect his mirror cancels, I think. Slack just randomly opened. I hate Slack so much. While I like double check it really fast. Why does it do this? Slack every now and then is just like, hi, I want to be open right now. It's all the short you can guys talking about, like what to do on April Fool's Day. What was I saying? 2 light punch. No. Yes. 2 light punch. Reduce pushback slightly. Seems like a buff, but Urien has an hold on 2 light punch. That's just the crush jab. So it's leaving him closer. You could have a reduced pushback on block, but not on hit. But it wouldn't matter that much. Even if he could always get 3 crush jabs, it wouldn't be a huge deal. Actually, it kind of would. It'd be nice. It'd be nice for him. If they reduced the pushback slightly, it could be that he could actually do like low short, low jab, low jab. So that would actually be like pretty strong. 2 light kick, reduce pushback slightly. Wow, you're going ham on these two. I don't have a comment for either of those. I don't know if that sounds kind of good. That sounds good for him. Like even with the fact that it would be like, you know, it hurt a shimmy game. It sounds like it would still be strong. 2-6P, make all V-skill versions have frame 1 armor. Oh, just for everything. That's... I would probably not do that. I'd probably not do that. I know getting up V-skill is kind of hard to do. but that would be a little like unusual compared to the rest of the cast. Maybe if one of them was unsafe, I would make it have frame 1 armor. But like knee drop having frame 1 armor would probably be okay. But like I probably wouldn't give tackle or headbutt frame 1 armor. 2 medium punch. That one's I remember talking with you about that one. I agree with this fundamentally, and yet it's so stupid on paper. It's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. And yet it would be like it would be perfect. It's like the change that he really desperately wishes he had if he could just do stand strong, low strong, headbutt and have it be a universal combo. Um, Especially with the reduced charge time of headbutt, that just really feels. It would just be like Chun-Li. It would just feel like. I feel like what they probably should do is make headbutt hit crouching opponents, but I mean I don't want them to do that because I want it to still because it's safe. It needs to be that it whiffs on blocking opponents, and making it hit on non-blocking but like whiff on blocking is like something that would be really hard and pointless and weird to do. So just giving a 4 stand normal like a Kuma stand medium kick would be the absolute best possible way to do it. And 2 medium punch, it would have to be a crouching normal, and it would have to be a crouching normal that you can link into. Um, 2 medium punch is like the absolute best normal to give it to, but it just sounds so weird that his elbow that kind of scoots forward would 4 stand. Oh, you just want frame 1 armor. I think they need to kill armor, to be honest. I don't like armor. I think armor should just be invincibility. Right now armor is literally invincibility but worse. I think almost everything that's currently armor should be either projectile immunity or just invincibility. I know that would be a buff in a lot of cases and a nerf in a lot of others, but I feel like the character should be then balanced around it if they aren't already. 6 hard punch, change to be -5 on block. Shit, shit, shit. It's currently -2, I think, if I recall correctly. So you want to kill that move. Still safe when meaty and spaced, but not abusable. She does get a lot of her momentum off of this button. This is her go-to a lot of the time. So I understand where you're coming from here. This would make Laura have to actually get in repeatedly instead of like if she gets in once, she kind of semi stays in. This would people would only use it for punish combos, I feel. Or like maybe if they had the meaty setups, they would still do like, if it was -2 meaty, I think people would still use it a little bit. Would -5 make it -2 meaty though? That's the question. What is it right now? How many active frames does it have? How often does it hit on last active frame? I think currently it's like on hit +4, right? And then it goes to like +5 meaty or maybe even +6. I'd probably make it not -5 on block. I'd probably make it -3 or -4. -5 sounds like a whole lot. 236 light punch. Reduce active frames by 2 and increase recovery by 2. Makes it now -1 on block at best when used as a meaty. That I think the thing they should do actually, this would work, but I think that the correct changes would be to change her Oki timing. -1 sounds right. I think the -1 is the number they should make. But right now, like it's either 0 or +1 depending on like various factors, what kind of knockdown it is, or like -1. And of course, -1 is not so bad for her since she is a 3-frame normal. A lot of other characters don't. I think it's the knockdown setups where it's like, okay, I can get like command grab in V-trigger into +1 elbow is like it shouldn't be that timing that it's always +1 elbow. That's what I would change. I would make it so it gives you like neutral elbow, or even dare I say it -1 elbow. So that's the forward dash. Reduce forward movement outside of V-trigger. Sure. I don't think she actually has that many super ambiguous setups, but I'm not fully up to date on the Laura setups. Generally speaking, what normal she cancels basically affects whether she can cross up or not. Like oftentimes with like stand fierce or like stand forward, you can cross up easily, and oftentimes with like crouch fierce, you can't cross up at all and stuff like that. I don't know. It's been a while. I think stand fierce actually can't cross up easily. I think it's too knocks back a lot. Those are kind of strong though. They're really hard to react to. It's like I get that, like that's a way that you can, that if you fight Lauras more often, you get better at fighting them. But it's very cheap for Laura. Like staying in is already really good after a reset. Like getting the new mix up, you don't need like the really ambiguous bullshit too. Or even if it's not ambiguous, if it's ambiguous the first time you see it, that's still kind of bullshit. Um, I guess sure, reduce forward movement, that's fine. 5 medium kick, reduce the forward hitbox and increase the forward hitbox. It is a really good poke right now. It was already a fucking insane poke in season 1, and the fact they made it 5 frames and like gave it a combo, it's good. It's very good. I feel like they could probably it's like the best poke in the game, I almost feel. It's like one of the best normals just outright. I know you can't conventionally combo out of it other than like stand jab into light elbow close range, which is kind of balls. But like stand medium kick is a really easy button to get counter hits with, and if you get counter hits, you get low strong EX elbow, or I mean medium elbow, which is pretty awesome. And it's just got a really good hitbox and herbox. So like nerfing that slightly is fine. And there's your one frame armor bullshit. Balrog, medium punch, medium kick, kick. Increase start by 3 frames and change advantage on hit to +3. Does he even? Oh, that would just be the light kick target combo. I say plus. No, I actually like 5. I like +5. I like Lincoln to stand strong. I don't think they need to take that away from him. I think that stand strong into light. What do you call it? The knockdown one, the low dash punch. I feel like that's like that. That should be fine. I feel like they should bounce around him having that combo because I like that combo. I think stand medium kick was minus on block last season. I don't think it was minus on hit. It wasn't plus frames enough to combo from out of hit. 5 hard kick. I do like the slowdown though. It is kind of a fast overhead. It's not that fast. It's just that he can set it up in a kind of ambiguous way. It's kind of bad that it starts up as fast as it does in a setup where it can also be a low in a game with kind of bad online. I probably wouldn't have him have that, but that's me. I would probably increase the startup, yeah. Or just kill the scenarios where he can... I mean, it's already kind of hard to tell whether he's going to go for KKB nothing into low short. I mean, rather it's kind of already easy to tell. You can kind of spot the difference when it's KKB nothing into low short and KKB at overhead. I'd probably make KKB no follow-up a little bit. I don't know. That's like a mix-up scenario you don't have that often. I feel like it might be alright. I'd probably let him keep that. I'd let Balrog keep most of his footsies. I'd probably just nerf the fuck out of his damage. I feel like Balrog is mostly okay, apart from like the fact that he converts meter to damage better than most characters. 5 hard kick, make +20 on CC. Make the highest damage off a dash in. 5 light kick. Oh, is that... So you want it +3 post dash? 63 is a DP motion, but Balrog's screw upper is a DP motion. If you didn't know. What is it now? Right now he gets 5 hard kick dash in, stay medium kick, which then he can follow with crouch jab or the TC. I also feel like that's okay. I'm okay with him having both of those. That's me though. But I feel like Balrog can have that. Balrog can have... Because you would be hurting the damage a lot if you did, Well, I don't know. I see what you're doing though, because you don't need to dash in. You can just walk in and get stuff if you're doing a crush counter punish. So this is mostly a nerf for if you get crush counter hard kick and footsies. I see what you're doing here. This is actually like this is okay. Um, that's I'm okay with that. That would only hurt it in footsies. I don't know. It's 5 hard kick is like it's not that easy to get crush counters with it. Like yeah, it's a crush counter button, but it's not like super easy to use in footsies. I'd maybe. I don't know what I do with 5 hard kick. I'm not the one to go to. EX dash punch, -2 on block. It would be a balance. It would make it like the same as every other character. I can see that this would make it more bog standard, and I can see that Balrog is a strong character right now. So if that's the only nerf you're gonna give him, apart from these two, I mean these are both like reasonable nerfs. Um, this is not the way I would take Balrog. I like your Guile and your Urien a lot, but this Balrog and your Laura is pretty good too. But this Balrog is addressing the wrong changes in my opinion. I think that the um, I think the Balrog should have the same capacity to play. Like, I think he should do all the same things, but they should be less rewarding. I like that he's kind of like a. I like all the tools he's got. I like his existing combos. I think they're cool. Oh, you think his hard kick is too good? Sure. All right. Make forward dash. Jab short. I mean, fuck short forward roundhouse. I still don't really like the armor frame one, but I don't know. I'd probably make it invincible, and then I'd probably make it crush counter. To be honest, that's how I would change Balrog. I'd make it a crush counter punish, and I'd make it just go through everything. To be 100% honest, I think that's the way to go with that move. Give Cammy a command dash similar to Ibuki, except the heavy would be like medium punch follow up. That's -2/+4. Oh god, this is like you're giving her a special move. I already like that because Cammy is extremely like. If there was any character who deserves a special move, I think it's Cammy because Cammy is very. There's exactly one way to play Cammy. I see this and I like it. A command dash on Cammy. That sounds fun. I'd play with that. 63 MK, give back frame 1 invincibility. Oh, you want her to have a true reversal. On Cammy's like the least offensive character to give that to be honest. Like of all the characters with the DP nerf, Cammy's the one where like she was affected the least because she already like barely did it. Cammy has low HP. If she wants to fucking gamble her low ass HP, it would be probably okay. It was okay in season 1. I'm tentatively okay with that change. 5 medium punch. Increase pushback to season 1 levels and reduce to +2 on block. Yes, I agree. 4 medium punch. 4 medium punch. Make 5 frames and increase pushback slightly. That would be a good universal change to like make it so Cammy isn't the one character who can get out of certain setups. But the setups that this gets out of with the trading, with the fact that she's got a 4-frame medium, like her 3-frame jab generally gets out of, so I don't think that would do that much. 5 frames though, you would have to change her links. Because I think that she's very balanced around having like low jabs back strong. This is balance. This is like season 2 balance, rebalance suggestions that Apoocalypse came up with. So far, I'm enjoying them. 2 4 medium punches in a row on crouchers. I didn't know that. That's kind of good. It's +4. Yeah. That makes sense. It probably shouldn't combo to itself, but again, a crouching only. Well, that probably shouldn't even be like, you know. That would be okay, I guess. I don't know. I still want like I don't like 5 frames. Increased pushback I'm super down with. But like I would keep it 4 to be honest. I'd maybe take away the extra plus frames that she got in season 2. She didn't really need those at all. 5 light kick, increase pushback to season 1 levels. Sure. I agree. 5 medium kick, increase startup to 8 frames, make your footsies less godlike. That's something I probably wouldn't change. I'd probably keep her like 5 medium kick doesn't really do anything. It's just a good poke. And there aren't that many good pokes in the game, and if any character has good pokes, Cammy is definitely one of them. I think Cammy should probably keep that. That's me. These are all kind of buffs, aren't they? I mean, these are kind of nerfs. I would probably not. The command dash sounds fun. I'd probably change your V-skill entirely, to be honest. I'd probably change the V-skill to the command dash. I kind of like the idea of the command dash. I like the idea of Cammy having like Laura's V-skill. Like the dash is not the overhead. I think that would be a better V-skill for Cammy than Cammy's existing one. I think that Cammy being able to cancel into V-skill would be really fun. I think that's what they should do. Cammy's existing V-skill, but the ability to cancel into it. I think that would like give her some fun tricks where she could do like stand medium punch, cancel to V-skill, but like you can interrupt it. But if you actually block it, she's plus. Stuff like that. That'd be kind of neat. So you're like pressured to try and interrupt in the middle of her strings, but it's like reactable. I guess 7 frames to 8 frames is not a very big change. Increase poison speed by 75%. Already I agree. 2 medium punch makes 6 frames start up. Already I agree. I even think that like stand jab should be able to possibly link into crouch strong, even though that would be really strong. Even though he can do like crouch jab, stand jab, crouch strong. Vega literally has that combo. I don't see why it's a problem that fucking Fang has that combo. 5 hard kick. Make 12 frames start up. What is it now? 14, I think. Make counter hit carry through to second hit. I think it already does that, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that counter hit already carries both hits. I'm pretty sure you can already do stand hard kick 2 hits into stand fierce. I'm like pretty sure that's already a thing, dog. All of Fang's 2-hit attacks have counter hit across both hits. Fairly certain. Like nearly certain. Like this close to being sure. Medium punch, medium kick. Make this attack do 2 frames of block stun, 6 frames of hit stun, and let it be cancelled like a special move. Sure. Are you 100% on that one? God, I gotta like test. 2 hard punch, increased vertical hitbox, make it a more consistent anti-air. Yes. Yes, there's no problem with Fang having a good anti-air while his pokes are only as good as they are. 5 medium kick. This is actually already a pretty good anti-air, but I would be okay with making it a better anti-air. If it's already pretty good, I think it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. I think it should be better on grounded opponents and better in the air. Better as anti-air. I think that like if there's a Fang button to if you just buff the fuck out of his stay medium kick and low strong, he would be a very good poking character. If his stay medium kick worked better on grounded opponents and if his low strong was a little bit faster, like he's actually got like decent pokes. I think that would encourage him to be played like a poking character, which I feel like is like the way that I would design him to. 2-3-6 or 6-2-3 hard kick. So that's the command dash. Alter properties so it crosses up more easily. Give Fang a better meaty setup without spending as much bar. Oh, so you want like the Nishikyu into command dash to not be like EX command dash or what? Sure. He can have his meaties if he gets a knockdown. He doesn't get knockdowns that often. EX 236 kick, that's the EX step. Make fully invincible from frame 1. Of all the characters who should have like a fully invincible, like this doesn't even hit the opponent. This would be A-okay. Especially because it's grabbable. If they made it non-grabbable, like I feel like that wouldn't be that bad. Make Fang slippery. Shit, he looks slippery. It's inoffensive. One of the biggest problems with him is like he's like okay at zoning, but once you get in, you're just in forever, and it's just so hard for him to do anything about you fucking pushing pressure. I like that. I'd be fine with that. Of all the characters to have like a true reversal, that's fine. Karaku says Ibuki's, fuck, Makoto's grab. Give Nash a Karakusa style 6-frame command grab that leaves the opponent fairly far and is +7. So you want Nash to have a command grab. I'm reading this right. You want to give Nash a command grab. I think we talked about this change very briefly. It was like Nash, after like certain blocked attacks, the problem with Nash is that Nash has the shittiest tick throw game in the entire world because his foot speed is awful. Okay? And a lot of things leave him at a range where like he's got a command grab. I mean, not fuck. If he had a command grab, he'd be able to like he's outside throw range and he can't possibly represent the threat of a normal throw. And if you gave him only a command grab, but he still didn't have the pressure of a normal throw, he would be able to take inordinate risks to mix the opponent up, but like, not be able to have any sort of halfway options on it. And right now, he can play safe pretty well, but he can't actually like. It's hard for him to open up the opponent. And if you gave him the option to take giant risks, but like make it risky, Made it so he takes a bunch of damage and like isn't like safe anymore. I thought about this. I was like thinking about that. I'd probably make it shitty. I'd probably make it like an 8-frame command grab. Um, but I like the idea of a command grab. Fuck, what am I trying to say? Nash having a command grab I think is kind of a good idea, to be 100% honest. Something where like after a blocked moonsault, if you fail to anti-air a moonsault, like he doesn't have. I mean, right now he's like plus, but he can't do anything with that plus. You know what I mean? If he had a command grab or like a block jump in or something like that, like it would be hard to use otherwise because he's not usually next to you. You know what I mean? It's not something that would be a threat 90% of the time. But like in the very specific context where it is a threat, it would be like all right. So you want this to be a Karakusa, so you want it to be like a you can combo from it, and it's +7, so that's like links into stand strong and back forward. What do you get from that? What's the magic number with +7? I guess you can link forward short, right? Leaves the opponent fairly far away and is +7. That's like literally like forward short, right? Make it cross up so his corner pressure doesn't become too strong. Make the damage go up. And so every time he uses it on a cornered opponent, suddenly he's cornered. I see. That's fine. Make the damage go up and the range go down based on the weight of the normal use. Jesus Christ. I don't even understand. Oh wait, I guess I understand. So if he does the light normal, if he does the light command grab, he's doing less damage but recovering closer or something. Stand forward or forward short. Oh yeah, command grab into stand forward. Okay, I like that. I like that combo. If it was only forward short, I'd be like, that's I don't know, that's not super interesting. But like the fact that he chooses between stand forward target combo and towards short reset, that's actually kind of neat. I'm kind of down with that. This would make Nash scary as fuck. If the rest of his changes are like nerfs or just like leaving him where he is, I feel like that would actually rocket him to like high tier. I mean, to like top tier. But like not broken. I don't think I'd make him broken. I'd play around with this. I want to try this. This is like good Avenue Brawler material. And it might even be good SF5 material. Since the range means he'll basically only be able to collect a 5 MK or 6 light kick, make his normal useless. His 5 medium kick is target combo is criminally underrated right now. It's not even useless. 5 medium kick. Make cancelable on hit, but make the most he can do 2-1-4 light kick. Gives Nash a fair, solid far anti-air. He can cancel into fireball. I actually agree with this. This is fine. That's a good change. That's good. That's a good change. It would also make it so he can do 5 medium kick, like the stuff where he can link 5 medium kick. He can do like a 5 medium kick, like light Sonic Scythe into super, I guess, which would technically, be the optimal. I mean, you can't do it from TC, right? So you'd be able to do. It would give you a super combo from the command grab. I like that though, because I already like his 2 medium punch anti-air into fireball. I think that's fun. It's like just free a little bit of chip damage. 2 medium punch, change that box to be season 1. I don't even know how they nerfed this, but his season 1 crouch medium punch was already a little mediocre in my opinion. I don't remember if it was buffed or nerfed in season 2. EX 236 punch, that's Tragedy Assault. Make invincible frame 1 until hit, but make CCable and more unsafe on block. That's a pretty big buff for Nash because that's one of Nash's biggest weaknesses. Tentatively speaking, if they did nothing else to him but gave him this, it would probably put him in like mid or high right now. If they did nothing else, this would be warranted. I feel like this or the command grab needs to happen. I feel like the command grab is more in line with the defensive character, believe it or not. I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't believe I'm saying that the command grab is more defensive than the invincible reversal. But I feel like the command grab plays more into how he already plays, and I feel like the command grab enhances his extremes, and the invincible reversal makes him more standard. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. I would probably give him one or the other though, and I would tend to the command grab. Yeah, universal reversals. Nash is, if everyone got a reversal, Nash is one of the characters who'd benefit the most from it. The thing is, that's like a good reversal. That would be like better than, like, I don't know if that would be better than Fang, but it would be good. 5 leg kick, make +1 on block. Yes, I agree. 2-3-6 kick, 2 punch. That is nothing. Oh, that's that. Okay, wait, hold on. That's a Rochi. Yeah, I was trying to think of like what the fuck her kick button was. I was like, is that supposed to be 2-1-4? It's fucking. It's her shoulder. Reset up on all versions by 2 frames to make it easier to interrupt strings ending this move. Sure, it's kind of cheap how much like free chip damage you can get with that move compared to most moves in this game. I know that like yeah, she has to hold that like when it's blocked because like it's -2 and she's close. It's already not that strong, but like I feel like it's very loopable, if you know what I mean. It's kind of scary to push buttons sometimes because of the EX Rasenha. That would be fine. I'd be fine with that. I like don't want to play around with that shit. I don't like that Karin plays around with fucking EX Rasenha bullshit. And already like you know, yeah, Karin is kind of fine. I don't know. 2-1-4 light kick after it juggles after alter, so it juggles into super correctly in corner more easily. Yeah, I don't know why they did it the way they did. It's like stupid. It should be normal. So this is your whole list, huh? It's a good list. It's a good list. I mostly agree with this. The only thing I have to say is that there are a lot of changes they could make that would all be good. So even though these are good changes in my book, um, uh, there are other ways that you could do it. So you've put the problem characters down as Guile, Urien, Laura, Balrog, Cammy, Fang, Nash, and Karin. And you just said that you like Karin. So you're saying that Nash and Fang should be buffed, and Cammy, Balrog, Laura, Urien, and Guile should be nerfed. A. The word on the balance patch is early March, but considering they probably didn't want to do it right before um, final round, so there's a good chance that it's happening very soon, like within the next few days. But seeing as it's already 3/11 and they said early March, which would be before 3/15, um, seeing as they still haven't said anything, it's now like looking like they probably are going to delay it a little bit. I think this is an okay list. I want to reiterate that I think the season 1 guy was nearly perfect. I feel like I could go a little bit more in depth on how I feel about this. I don't want to, but I feel like I could. I feel like you should look at what the characters. I feel like Urien's damage. Like you should look at what the characters really like. Look at their matchups and like determine what the problem is with the character. Like I think the Laura is kind of. Um, I feel like Laura isn't just like. I feel like Laura shouldn't just be nerfed. I feel like she is kind of pretty good right now, a little too good. But the thing about Laura is she's still got like kind of bad matchups. It's just that like um in order to buff her to be viable in those bad matchups, they made her pretty strong against everyone else. I feel like Laura's got mostly 6/4s, and then she's still got like a few like 4/6 or even like 3/7. I don't know if she has a 3/7, but she's got 4/6s against a bunch of against a couple like defensive characters. Like Laura Chun-Li is still pretty hard for Laura. Laura Guile is still really hard for Laura. They didn't do anything to those matchups. I think the thing they should have done with Laura. I mean the EX command grab is okay, but like I don't know. I don't know what they should have done to make her better at fighting those two characters in particular. EX elbow, 2 hits of armor. That would be a nice little change. You think Birdie and Geef? I had trouble with Birdie as Laura. I never had trouble with Geef as Laura. Geef as Laura always felt pretty like. I know a lot of Lauras complain about it, but I like never fought a Geef who made me afraid of it. I know that light elbow and like certain other normals go off the table in that matchup, but like her zoning capacity with just buttons, I feel like was okay. But that was season one. But like that was season one. That was the game with the bad geef. I don't know how season two is because I haven't played Laura basically at all since season two. But in season one, I thought it was fine. There's a lot that goes off the table in that matchup. There's a lot of things you can't do. Fireball is nearly useless. Like if you got time to charge it, charge it. But like Geef can literally like stand hard kick you out of it, and like some of her buttons become kind of bad in footsies. But then like certain other things she has, she can fish really easily. She can catch Geef's walk in or beat his buttons without too much trouble. Who cares about that? That's like literally not even a thing. They should change it. Karin's back throw should be plus or minus 0. But like, okay, never mind. Add it to the list. I guess Laura has nothing to negate armor. Usually when I saw Geef kind of spamming flex, I would just do like forward dash throw. Forward dash regular throw. Most Geefs wouldn't tech it, and even if they did tech it, it wasn't that bad. And like beating it was like kind of hard. Like yeah, I could forward dash into a button, but Geef's empty cancels are basically non-existent. I guess now they're good, but in season one they were bad. In season one, I could like dash into a stand short, and the lariat wouldn't even hit me. This was an interesting list, and I enjoyed reading it. I think it's mostly fine. So what are we going to do today, boyos? While I check my Skype. God, I might not even stream. One of my good friends messaged me who I haven't talked to in a little while. Guile is not the only defensive character. Nash is still functional and is defensive. Chun-Li is still functional and is defensive. I think